If you want to age gracefully, then these are the 7 best moves for healthy aging that you should be doing every single day. So follow along. This is a follow along routine. So find yourself a nice chair, put your phone down so you can follow along, and let's get started with 1 minute of neck side to side stretch. So you're gonna push your fingertips towards the ground like this, and then you're gonna tilt your head to the side, but imagine lifting your face toward the sky to create as much length in your spine as possible. As you go from side to side, try to keep your shoulder down. The more you keep your shoulder down, the more you'll stretch the sides of your neck right here, okay? We really wanna feel the stretch coming from the shoulder all the way up to the ear, so make sure you keep your fingertips down and away from your shoulders. Now this is a mobility drill that also involves some stretching, and so what we wanna do is as we come to the side, I want you to exhale. As you tilt your head to the side, inhale as you come up, exhale as you tilt your head to the side. When we do a relaxing exhalation like this, it really helps loosen up the muscles and relax the rest of the muscles in your body. Don't forget, don't let your shoulders shrug up as you're going side to side on this neck stretch. And remember to keep reaching the side of your face toward the sky. This isn't about crumpling your ear towards your shoulder. It's about length as much as possible. We're almost done with the neck side to side, so go ahead and do your last repetition. And now, let's scoot to the edge of your chair. Let's bring your feet together, and we're gonna do seated clams, where you open your hips up, let your ankles roll all the way to the outside like this, and then squeeze your legs together. And I want you to fire those groin muscles when you squeeze your legs together, okay? So as you open your hips up, I want you to focus on using these muscles right here on the outsides of your hips. Those muscles are gonna help strengthen your hips and glutes, which are gonna help strengthen your knees, your lower back, and even support your ankles as well. Same thing on the breathing pattern. Let's take a big inhale as we open up, and let's take a big exhale as we close the legs together. Now, what's really cool about this drill is you can also get a lot of ankle mobility out of it if you let your ankles roll to the outside when you do these seated clams. This is gonna warm up the groin, this is gonna warm up the muscles on the outside of the hips, your hip internal and external rotation, which is really important for healthy hips, healthy lower back, and healthy knees. We're almost done with this one, so just go back and forth a couple more times, trying to reach as much range of motion as you possibly can, and then pause, and we're gonna do some sit to stands now. So find a wide stance with your toes turned outward, and go ahead and reach your hands forward and see if you can do some sit to stands. If you can't do them without support from your hands, you can also place your hands on your knees, and you can use your hands on your knees for support as you go up and down. Now there's some really important things with the sit to stand. First, we wanna make sure the knees point the same direction as your toes as you go ahead and stand up. Don't let the knees wobble in. Second, we wanna make sure we maintain a nice flat back, especially as you lean forward to initiate the sit to stand. And one of the things that's really important is a lot of people, when they do squats or sit to stands, they emphasize the knees like this, and they don't have healthy knees, which often causes lots of knee pain. But you'll see here, she's pushing her butt back, keeping her weight on her heels, really loading the glutes and the hamstrings and protecting the knee joint and making herself so much stronger. All right, we're gonna inhale before we stand up, we're gonna exhale as we stand nice and tall, and I love that we're finishing the rep all the way at the top, finishing all the way, pulling the shoulder blades back and down, squeezing the glutes, and thinking tall through the top of the head. So one more repetition, and then go ahead and sit down in the chair, and we're gonna do some YTWs to help improve posture. So keep your feet exactly where they are, lean forward, but keep the back nice and flat. Now you're gonna make a Y with your thumbs pointed backwards, then you're gonna make a T with your thumbs pointed backwards, then you're gonna make a W, again, with your thumbs pointed backwards. Each position, you're gonna pause for just 1 second, and you're really focusing on feeling these muscles right here between your shoulder blades firing. These are really important muscles to strengthen because they help improve our posture by pulling our shoulder blades back and down. Now, if this is getting too hard for you, what you can do is sit more upright. The more upright you are, the easier this is. The more you bow forward from the hips, keeping that nice flat back, the harder this becomes. So you can adjust the difficulty by how far you lean forward or how far you lean backwards, okay? Don't forget to straighten the arms as much as possible and keep the thumbs pointed backwards the entire time, because that's where we want the shoulder in external rotation so that we can strengthen these muscles and improve your posture. We're almost there, so finish this last one up, and then we're gonna go ahead and move on to some low chair tabletop lifts, okay? So we're getting a little fatigued, so take these slow. Place your hands on the outside of the chair, pull your shoulder blades back and down, lift your chest toward the sky, and if you can, drive your heels on the ground and lift your hips off the chair for just a second and come back down and rest, okay? Inhale as you go up, exhale as you come down, and make sure you're really focusing on pulling the shoulder blades back and down as you lift up. Now, if you start to fatigue or this gets really challenging, what you can do instead is just lift your chest as high as you can, don't lift your hips, and then just relax for a second. And then lift your chest as high as you can, open your shoulders as much as you can, and then relax for a second, and go back and forth like that. Nice job. Okay, and if you want it even harder, you can even lift your hips all the way up and just hold the top position while pulling the shoulder blades back and down. We're almost done. There's only about 12 seconds left on this one. So let's do a couple more really good repetitions. Again, go slow and controlled, listen to your body. It's about making your body feel better, not about pushing yourself to the extreme. Okay, finish this last repetition. Let's come down. We got 2 more movements. Next, let's stand up. Let's bring our feet right underneath our hips with our toes pointing straight forward. You're gonna put one hand on your hip, and you're gonna lift one hand overhead. You're gonna turn your thumb towards the back, and you're gonna do a simple side bend to the side, and then go ahead and bend to the other direction, just like this, okay? So we're gonna inhale as you bend to the side, and we're gonna exhale as you come back to the center. And slow and controlled is the key here. And we wanna not focus on how far you can lean to the side and create compression in your spine, but instead, as you lean to the side, think about lifting your rib cage toward the sky. The more lift we have this way, the longer our spine is, and we want a long and flexible spine to make our bodies feel so much better as we age. You've got 20 seconds left. So do what you can. Don't forget to point the thumb backwards at the top. Again, that puts your shoulder in external rotation, which is a position that's really healthy to lift the arm overhead in instead of internal rotation, which can often hurt the shoulder. Couple more repetitions. Stay tall to the top of the head. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale as you come down and exhale as you come up. We've got one more movement to finish this out, the step jack. So start with your feet nice and straight next to each other. And we're gonna step out, bring the arms overhead like this. And then we're gonna step our feet together and bring our hands back down. We're gonna go back and forth just like this. Inhale as you step to the side, exhale as you bring your hands down. And we wanna work on the coordination first, okay? So at first, this might be really slow. It might be step out, step together, step out, step together. And then over time, you can speed up the pace of you doing your step jacks in order to make this a little bit more challenge on your cardiovascular system, okay? But this is a great full body move for your cardiovascular system, your ankles, your hips, your knees, your shoulder mobility, and everything. Try to make sure you stay tall to the top of your head. Don't forget to breathe. Try to reach those arms up and lock those elbows out if you can overhead. And also try to turn the thumbs a little bit backwards as you bring the arms overhead. Make sure you focus on that coordination. There's only 10 seconds left, okay? 10 more seconds. Be kind to yourself. Don't push yourself too hard. And then go ahead and finish your last repetition. Drop your hands to your sides and just take a deep breath. Great job, you did it. A 7-minute routine that you can use to age gracefully. And these are 7 amazing moves that are gonna help strengthen and create mobility in all the areas of your body. So make sure you come back and do this routine, ideally every day, to watch your body feel amazing again. Oh, and by the way, if this routine really worked for you, then let us build you a personalized routine with the right movements and stretches for your body that only takes 10 minutes. We'll do this for you for free so you can try it out for yourself. All you gotta do is click the link below.